Okay. You're so cute. See the cat? He's so cute. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another review for you. It's not Scream 7. I already did that one, and it should be posted. It should be posted now, but yes, welcome back to my channel. I am reviewing Undertone today. It's a new A24 horror movie that came out this past weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, they didn't have that much marketing for it, and I completely almost forgot about it until Fandango was like, tickets are on sale. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get my ticket. But it's not gonna be, there might be a little bit of spoilers in it. I'll try not to spoil it because it just came out and I'm sure people would want to see it. But Undertone is an A24 horror movie that is only an hour and a half. And man, that's lucky because movies nowadays be 2.5 hours, and you do not need to be that long, in my opinion, unless if you're like Marvel or DC type shit. And even then, you don't even need to be that long. But anyways, Undertone, I'm going to make up my own synopsis in my head from what I saw. I'm not going to like read the thing, but this woman is taking care of her mom who is sick and on her way to her deathbed, and she does this podcast with her friend who lives in a whole different, at this point I want to say maybe state or country. They didn't really explain that, but they listen to different stories or talk about different things, and she's the one that her name is Evie. She is the skeptic, tries to debunk it, saying like, oh, it could be mental illness, or oh, it could be explained because of this, that, and the third. She doesn't necessarily believe in the supernatural and the ghosts and stuff. But then you have her friend Justin, who is the person that believes in all that stuff and looks deep into the mysteries of all the spooky that they have going on. And they have a podcast that they talk about it, and they post typical things that you see. I will say, I want to start off with positives. I like the way this movie was shot. I like that it was not in multiple fucking locations. Everything is literally taking place in one house, in a couple of rooms, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Perfect, because we don't need multiple locations. And the way the camera would be set up at certain angles, like say she's sitting this way, looking at her like computers and stuff, but then like behind her in this area, it's like a walkway and it's dark and everything, and you're over here looking to see if something's just gonna pop up, and it's like it gives you that creepy, uneasy feeling. I enjoyed that a lot. Certain things that were happening that were just creepy, like it's like that build up you get where you're like, okay, something's about to happen, and then you go over the edge and you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a lot of that built up that I liked a lot, but then sometimes they wouldn't execute on it, There was a couple of creepy imagery throughout the movie and creepy things happening. Honestly, it reminded me of a mixture of Paranormal Activity and like low-key, not really Ghost Hunters, but I mean more so Paranormal Activity type S movies, found footage ish type movies, even though it wasn't a found footage movie. But yeah, Evie's taking care of her mom who is sick and dying in the bed at home. Her mom is Catholic. A lot of those religious stuff plays parts in these movies. Now, honestly, going into it, I already knew what type of movie we were about to go get. It's going to be something about some demon or some shit's going to happen, So Justin, her friend that you never see, you just hear his voice, gets this email from this person with like 10 audio files on it that you listen to, and apparently something happened to this couple, but nobody knows what happened. So you're listening to the different audio clips in it, and it's creepy. Some aren't that long, and some are like kind of longer than like a minute or two. and you're just hearing all this creepy noises and this dialogue, and it starts off like, oh, the husband, oh, I'm going to record her because she talks and says weird shit in her sleep. She's like, no, I don't. She was doing a lot of weird shit. Like, a lot of weird shit. I would sit there and be like, we might have to break up, because what are you doing? So Evie, being the skeptic and all, is saying like, oh, it's probably mental health, it's probably this, it's probably that. And Justin's like, well, you don't hear that in the background? And then it takes a turn on children's nursery rhymes, which I thought was kind of cool, because if this is real, I look it up. If you listen to some of the songs in reverse, like London Bridge is Falling Down, it's like saying kill someone, kill these people, da 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 da. I don't know. It was some weird demonic shit. Honestly, subtitles would be so great. But yeah, that was happening, and Baba Black Sheep was a part of that too. And they were looking up things like the meaning behind London Bridge. I guess the queen or whoever in that 12th century time was burying kids in the bridge to keep it from collapsing and falling, because she thought that was going to be the end all be all and everything. And these kids, so it was like a nursery rhyme about kids dying. Basically, they're saying a lot of children's nursery rhymes are about kids who are like dead and or dying. And I was like the Rockabye Baby, I guess that's one too. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I thought that shit was interesting as fuck. I kind of wanted them to explore that a little bit more. But then all of a sudden, Evie is pregnant by a boyfriend you don't see. Mind you, her and her mom are the only people you see in the movie ever. You even have the doctor come, and the doctor, you don't see their face, you just hear them talking. So, yeah. She's pregnant. I don't know if she wanted to keep the baby or not. And then all of a sudden they're listening to these nursery rhymes, and Justin's like, you don't hear that? You don't hear that? She's like, no, I don't hear it. What are you hearing? But she is low-key hearing it. And then this bitch is going to fucking look at an email, read what is obviously a fucking incantation, right? And I'm sitting here like, why are you doing that? What? First of all, it's fucking obvious that it's an incantation, because if your mind is fucking smart and you have common sense, you're not gonna fucking read that shit. If I got a fucking email right now and it said some shit, I'm deleting it. I'm not reading no fucking demonic incantation bringing shit into my house. What are you doing? She does that shit. And then, of course, weird shit starts to happen. Lights flickering, da-da-da-da. And then, I don't know, like, she's cleaning up her mom's shit. Weird things are just happening. Noises are happening. I don't know. I guess we're getting into territory that I'm just what the fuck ever at this point. Like I said, it's an hour and a half movie. And y'all know how, if you watch A24 movies, you know how A24 is. It has a plot and it starts some shit, then all of a sudden it does their A24 shit, and you're just like, okay. But they're continuing to listen to these freaking audios, and it's getting creepier and creepier. You hear demonic voices, then you hear children's fucking crying, and hear the nursery rhymes and the thing, and it's like, okay. And the incantation, like if she kept saying it, and it was like, what the fuck was it? I think it was like, come out Abazu, something like that. And Abazu is the demon that you never fucking see. You never really fucking see it. And she's a demon that causes miscarriages and causes death with babies and shit. And then you had these stories of this woman who killed her baby and then was making wax statues and shit, which she finds in her mom's house. So my whole question was, so did the mom do some weird shit back in the day to get this, wax figure? Did she call Abazu before, like in the past or something? We don't fucking know, because they don't explain this shit. And I'm sitting here like, okay, well, how'd you get this statue? And then they were like, honestly, guys, the movie, I was enjoying the movie until I had so many questions. Because it's like, okay, so Abazu really came and killed what I felt like they were saying. She would come and kill these pregnant women and the children at like 5 months. But Evie's not 5 months pregnant. She just found out she's 6 weeks. So then I'm like, damn, you call this fucking demon. Is it going to kill you and your baby or something? And then later on in the audios, like, I think it was the final audio or whatever, you hear Justin's name being called. And mind you, I didn't think his acting was good at all. He just sounded like he was reading from a script and was just doing it like that. And then it was good because you couldn't see him on camera anyways. I didn't like his acting. Yeah, the acting was okay. It was subpar. And all of a sudden, things, when you're listening to the audio, there's things happening around the house that I thought was kind of cool. Like someone was running down the steps in the audio, and then they would cut to the stairs and everything, like someone's coming down. So it's kind of like we're listening to it and kind of watching it happen, but you don't see anything. You're just hearing the visual audios. I thought the audio cassettes were creepy and really cool. I thought that was cool. It's just like, I knew the kind of movie I was going into, low-key, but then at the same time, I feel like I had so many questions walking out of it. Like, okay, so Evie, is it really you and Justin in these audio tapes? Or is it just Abazu, the demon, making it seem like it is y'all and it's happening to you right now? Because at the end, all of a sudden, the house turns red. There's this random chick on the TV and all these lights are flickering and she screams Justin's name, and then it goes to black. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about the movie. I was just left in confusion, and I guess I wanted more because I wanted an explanation. And first of all, just because you have a fucking demon sounding all scary and shit with a deep voice doesn't mean shit to me, because I want to see the visual. What the fuck does it look like? Like, I want to see it stay. Like, there were some parts where you saw like a silhouette, I guess, but it was just like, okay, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to feel about the movie. I thought the movie was okay. It's a 6 out of 10. I would personally wait for it to come out on streaming, because, like, honestly, I think I'm going to end up looking up either a YouTube video or looking online being like, what did this mean? But yeah, like, they did a good job with the creepy atmosphere and getting the tension built up, but then the tension built up and it was just like, oh, okay. I don't know. If you guys saw the movie, please explain to me the ending. Because it's not like she meant to call, she's stupid. It's not like she meant to call the demon by saying the fucking incantation or anything. And like, she didn't know until like later. But then it's like, the friend Justin was like, I think we should stop listening to these. I'm getting an uneasy feeling. Bitch, we're halfway through it. We're at the end. What you mean? I would have stopped at the second. Actually, no, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah. I don't know. It's not like I went in expecting anything, because, I mean, there wasn't really that much marketing for it, and I don't know. I don't know. Like, my mom, like, I was asked how the movie was, and I had to sit there and think. I was like, I really don't know. I'm like, no, you're so cute. I was like, I really don't know how I feel about the movie. I had to sit and really think about it and decompress and really think, like, I don't know, guys. Am I mad I went to go see the movie? No. Do I feel like I wasted money? No. But I know people are not like me and going to want to see like every single horror movie that comes out, unless if you really like horror and you just whatever. And I go to movies by myself a lot, to be honest. Like, so I just be doing what the fuck ever. But yeah, if y'all saw it, explain it to me in the comments below. If you didn't see it, I would wait until streaming. Or see it in matinee. Like, I give it a 6 out of 10. It was okay. I just feel like the ending just, when we got to the third act, it was just, and we were kind of just repeating the same things. Like, honestly, if this was like a movie a high schooler did to like get into like a certain school or college or something like that, I think they would have masterpiece. Like, this is good high school. Like, you did this shit. But we know how A24 is, so that's why I'm just sitting here like, okay, that could be a hit or a miss, you know. Not everything could be Hereditary. But yeah, no. If you saw it, tell me what you thought about it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm recording this on St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day. But this will be released either, well, I guess whenever you see this video. But yeah, I have a mystery movie. I'm going on the 30th with my brother. I do not know what it could be, because what movie is coming out this month? My birthday's on the 28th. And then I'm going to see the next movie after the mystery movie is Super Mario Galaxy, and I'm getting that Yoshi popcorn bucket. But yeah, whenever you're watching this, I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, tell me what you think about the movie.